Is the thought of having to sell your services and yourself to potential clients making you break out in sweat? Or do you wish that there would be an easier way to get clients without actually having to sell them on the idea to work with you? And wouldn't it be nice if clients would just come to us ready to get started with us, where all we have to say is, yes, thank you, it's my pleasure. Hi, I'm Kay Sanders, your intuitive business coach, helping you turn your passion into a successful and thriving business. And in today's Daily Insights, I would like to talk to you about how you can really overcome the fear of sales and selling your services. So then you can be more confident about getting more clients and asking them to work with you. So sales, it does not have to be scary or uncomfortable. And today I would like to share with you how the fear of selling really reflects in your business. Also the mistakes that so many entrepreneurs make when it comes to selling their services. And I will also share with you 8 tips that can help you overcome the fear of selling your services, okay? So how does the fear really reflect in your business? So if you're afraid of selling your service or just sales in particular, you won't be reaching out to a whole lot of people. You don't have a whole lot of clients, and then ultimately you don't make a whole lot of money with your business. And you might even attract people who don't want to invest in your services. They might also have a bad relationship with money where they have the rejection, I don't want to work with you, I don't have the money, you're too expensive, yada, 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 right? You also do a whole lot of the busy work just to avoid that sales conversation or reaching out to potential clients, right? Sounds about right? And you might also be very stressed out whenever you do have a conversation with potential clients. You might feel very uncomfortable about it, and you end up feeling frustrated, overwhelmed, and really struggling to get clients. Now, some of the mistakes that a lot of entrepreneurs make when it comes to selling their services is that, for one, they don't see themselves as a salesperson, and they also don't act as one either. If you have a business, if your business requires clients, which most likely every business does because business needs to make money, right? You are a salesperson, which is okay though. It's okay to be a salesperson. Okay, and I hear it all the time that, okay, I'm a coach, I'm not a salesperson. Unfortunately, yes, you are. But like I said, it doesn't have to be a bad thing. Okay. Now, another mistake is that they're so attached to the outcome of the sales conversation. Like, I need to close them. I need to have a new client. Oh my God, I need to take that next step with me. That's also a big mistake. Or another mistake is they really rush through the asking for the money part or the closing part of the sales conversation. They really rush through, and they feel very uncomfortable when they're asking for the money, when they're asking potential client to, hey, do you want to work with me? Which then also shows up in their posture, in their voice. And ultimately, that actually repels potential clients. That automatically they're going to say, oh, this person is uncomfortable. I don't want to work with this person. Another mistake is they don't learn or improve their selling skills. They're so busy doing all these other things, but they don't really learn how to effectively sell their services, how to confidently sell their services. And worse, some actually, they skip the part completely. They don't even ask for the order, for the sale, for the money. They just completely leave it out, which then actually leaves the potential client hanging because they're expecting to be asked, hey, do you want to work with me? Okay. Now I have a quick question. I have a quick story for you. And this actually reflects to this last part. Is I had a conversation with a potential coach that I considered working with. And the session went great. We had a really great strategy session. And I really was at the point where, you know what, I think I really want to work with this person. So towards the end of the session, I was just expecting this person to tell me, hey, this is how it would look like to work with me. But they didn't. They didn't make an offer. They didn't tell me, hey, Kate, this is how it would be to work with me. Would you like to start? Nothing. So I was thinking like, hold on, something is missing. Something is weird. So I felt very confused because I was expecting this coach to tell me, hey, this is how it would look like to work with me. Would you like to sign up with me? So then I asked because I was curious. I really wanted to know how it would look like. And you will not believe what happened. She said she would email me her price list, her program outlines, and her coaching agreement. And she said if I would like to work with her, all I need to do is complete the agreement, pick the coaching package that I want, and send it back. Well, I'm pretty sure you can imagine what I did. I decided not to work with this coach because I needed someone that can really help me get more clients and help me take my business to the next level. And her approach didn't seem very effective because I was simply not very impressed. So, I did not work with her. So as you can see, she may have had some fears around selling or maybe didn't feel comfortable about asking. So that's why she said she's going to email it to me. So you want to really avoid that part. So let's go into the 8 tips on how you can overcome the fear of selling and sales in general. So tip number 1 is you want to detach from the outcome. You just focus on being of service. It really takes the pressure off of you. You will be less stressed out during the conversation, which also then makes the client feel at ease, because guess what? If you're feeling tense, if you're feeling stressed out, the potential clients, they can feel that tense energy. They can feel that you're stressed out, which then makes them stressed out. Then they're going to say no because it makes them confused, okay? So really detach from the outcome. Just go into it, give your best, be of service, and completely detach from the outcome. Now, tip number 2, you want to shift your thinking around. Don't see the sales conversation as a sales conversation, or, even the closing part as closing. It's just such a, negative word. You want to think of it as inspiring people to work with you, inspiring people to create the life that they want, inspiring them to take that next step in creating the breakthrough that they want. You really want to shift your words and your thinking around, because it will also decrease the stress. I mean, if you're thinking about, I'm closing this client, I'm closing this deal, or if you're saying, I'm going to inspire this person to work with me, I'm going to inspire this person to take that next step into their brighter future. Sounds completely different, right? It also makes the whole selling part seems less like selling. Okay, it really decreases the stress. Now, tip number 3. You want to practice your closing part of the conversation. So if you're having a complementary strategy session, your session has a closing part. That's the part of, okay, you've done the session, now what? How do you move these people into working with you? So you really want to practice that session, that part of the session. Practice it in front of the mirror, grab a fellow entrepreneur, see if they would be your practice clients, so you can just practice that. You want to really get good and comfortable in this final section of your sales conversation, because if you are, stumbling over your words, rushing through, or let's say, well, I have this coaching program and I really think that would be great for you, and you're looking around and you're very fidgety, people are going to be like, whoa, what's going on? Especially if the session went really, really good. And then all of a sudden you're getting very fidgety and talking very fast. And, oh my God, I'm so stressed out. They can feel that. So you really want to be comfortable and talk slow, just the same way as you were talking throughout the entire session, and be comfortable and confident about asking them to take the next step. So you can say something like that. I designed this program specifically for coaches or entrepreneurs like you in your situation, who can really help them take their business to the next level. And the way I work with my clients is I work with them X amount of hours each month. We work together for a minimum of 6 months, because change doesn't really happen overnight. So we work together for at least 6 months at a time. During this time, these are the things that we're working on. These are the transformation that you can expect out of working with me. And this is the amount for, what I charge. Would you like to get started with me? You see, you're a lot more confident in that, which makes the person feel at ease, because you're not stressed out, okay? So you want to really be good, get good and comfortable in asking for the order, asking for the money, asking people to take that next step with you, okay? Now, tip number 4, you might want to use a script or an outline. It is so helpful when you have that script or an outline, and of course, you want to definitely practice that as well. Goes back to tip number 3, is you want to practice that. So it doesn't sound like that you're reading the script. But if you have a script, if you have an outline, it is so beneficial, because it also helps you stay on track. Because when you are getting nervous, you might forget, very important things. So if you have an outline, even having an outline for your entire strategy session, so beneficial. And I'm not saying write it out script, word for word, but if you have a script and an outline, just, bullet points will really help you stay on track. But like I said, you want to practice it so it doesn't sound like you're reading it, okay? So you definitely want to practice that. Now, tip number 5 is you want to work on your beliefs about the sales process, So if you have any fears of rejection, any fears of failure, or not feeling good enough, or, not feeling that you deserve to work with clients, you want to work with that, because if you're having a fear of failure or fear of rejection, it's going to show up in your posture, in your voice, same with like if you're stressed out. So you want to really work on that. You can do EFT, use affirmation. There's so many different things that you can do to really work on your beliefs so you are more confident when you have those conversations, okay? And even just feeling more comfortable about sales and selling your services. Now, tip number 6 is see each of the sales conversation that you're having, each of the complementary strategy session, or whatever you want to call them, see them as a rep. Because with each session that you have, you get better and better and better. Right? There's also a book out there. It's called, it's by Fenton Walls. It's called Go for No. Because let's face it, you are going to get no's, especially in the beginning stages. You are going to get a whole lot of no's. But what he talks about in this book is the more no's you will get, it will get you closer to a yes. Okay? So you really want to, feel comfortable about that, which brings me to tip number 7. Don't take things personal. Because if you get a no, and like I mentioned, you are going to get no's. Not everyone is going to be a good client for you. Not everyone is going to want to work with you at that moment. So don't take things personal, because they're not directly saying no to you. They're just saying no to your offer. So, it also might be that right now might not be a good fit for them, might not be the good timing for them. Maybe they really don't have the money to work with you. Maybe they have so much other stuff going on that right now it's simply not a good time, or maybe they're simply not ready for the change yet. So don't take things personal. And the final tip number 8 is follow up. It takes anywhere from 7 to 12 touches before anyone is going to make a buying decision. Yes, you might have someone that has a conversation with you and right away says yes, but oftentimes, these people, they've already have followed you for a little while. I mean, I know for me, I have never just met someone online and said, yes, I want to work with a person, and just like not knowing anything about this person, especially if your prices are at the higher range, and coaching consultant is usually at the higher range. It is very seldom that someone just says, yes, I want to work with you, not knowing anything about you. So you want to have a follow-up system in place that can be an email series. You can follow up, put it on your calendar that, every other week or every, month or so, you follow up with them, you check in with them, see how things are going. Maybe something has changed, but you want to follow up with them. The money is really also in the follow-up, so you want to follow up. So these are the 8 steps. So let's do a quick recap. So you want to detach from the outcome. You want to really shift your thinking around about sales and the sales process. You want to practice your closing part, really get good and comfortable. You might want to use a script or an outline just to keep you on track so you can feel comfortable of, powerfully going through the conversation. You want to work on your beliefs. Limiting beliefs, they're really a killer for everything. So you want to really work on your beliefs. You want to see each of the sales conversation as a rep. The more no's you get, the closer you will get to a yes, okay? Number 7, don't take things personal. I mean, I think this is like the biggest one of all. You can't take things personal, because if you do, it's really going to mess with your head. And then number 8, follow up. Okay, the money is really in the follow up. So these are the 8 tips. Now, you want to really lose your fear of selling, because it is key in getting more clients. If you don't have clients, you don't have no business. You're going to be struggling. And clients often don't just come to you ready to sign up, at least not without any effort on your part. So there's always effort on your part involved, even if it's just getting people on your email list and building up the relationship, but there is always effort on your part. So they don't just see you, oh, I need to work with her, and just come up to you like, hey, yeah, let me sign up. Very rarely does that happen. They already know something about you. So there's some effort on your part. So you can't just sit back and say, okay, I'm open for business, I'm waiting for clients, and then, just expect clients to come. It doesn't work that way. Unfortunately, would be nice, but unfortunately it doesn't happen that way. there has to be a sales conversation, no matter what. Even if it's just a sales conversation like, hey, sign up for my email series, or sign up for my lead magnet, or it is all a sales conversation. Even content you leave on social media, it is a sales conversation. It's it's part of the sales process, because you want them to take that next step with you, right? Now, the more confident that you are in talking about what you do, in presenting your service, in asking people to take that next step with you, the easier it will be for you to actually inspire potential clients to say yes and to work with you. Now, if you really want to improve your sales skills, and I hope you do, in order to get more clients, you want to really get comfortable about selling your services. Be comfortable about sales. You are providing a service that people want and need. Maybe they don't know it yet, but they want it and they need it, okay? No, there's no need for you to feel uncomfortable about asking people to take that next step with you, to take that step towards a better future, to take a better step in creating a better business, or whatever it is that you're doing. You are just a vehicle that will help them get to where they want to be. My clients, I am the vehicle for them. I'm helping them to get to having their breakthrough in their business, to building a successful and thriving business. I am the vehicle that will help them get there. You are the vehicle that will help your clients get to where you want to be. So there's no need to feel bad about that or feel uncomfortable about that. So just see yourself as the vehicle that will just help them get to where they want to be, because they can't do it on their own, okay? If sales has been a challenge for you, and if maybe you would like some help in that, you can apply for a complimentary strategy session with me. There's a link below this video, so we can see how we can maybe work together to help you inspire more people to work with you, so you don't have to, keep struggling to get clients. So click the link below this video. You can also go to my website, ksanders.com, go to the Work With Me tab so you can see what all the things are that I offer. Schedule a complimentary strategy session, and let's see what we can do together, okay? Now, once you are comfortable about really inspiring people, inspiring potential clients to say yes to you, you don't have to struggle no more. You're not going to have to struggle to get clients no more, because you will feel confident, comfortable of talking to people, reaching out to people. Your calendar will be pretty full with all kinds of strategy sessions, okay? But you have to be comfortable about sales and selling your services. So I hope this was helpful. I know it's a little long, but I hope this was helpful. And if it was, please share it with your friends, with your fellow entrepreneurs. I'm pretty sure there's some out there that have a fear of selling. So, hopefully that can help them as well. So hit the like button, leave a comment below, leave your insights. If you have any questions about what I just shared, leave a comment below. I would love to, respond to you. Also, subscribe to my channel so you can get notified about upcoming, daily insights. And I'm super grateful that you're here. And I will see you next time. And I hope you have an amazingly abundant and successful day.